What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 5 match, taking on Nacho and the Detroit Rainbow Wings. He's currently the only team that does not have a win, and I'm the only team that's undefeated. If you hear any beeps in the call, that's because I'm in a Discord call. So I will link this battle here. We'll ignore spectators, and we'll get going. I'm not surprised at all to basically see the mons that he brought. I kind of expected most of this. Really surprised to not see the Mega Steelix though. That mon was like a gigantic issue. So Tyranitar is a problem, but no Mega Steelix means that Rotom-Wash can switch into T-Tar and the Infernape a little bit easier. I think that Pilliswine is going to be my lead in most cases here to just get up rocks. I think it's just a solid rocker against this team, and rocks are definitely going to benefit me in the long run. So we'll see what he wants to lead with here. It could be Vaporeon, which would be really annoying, but Vaporeon at least lets me pivot into either the Rotom or the... Okay, so it is the Vaporeon. Lets me either pivot into the Superior or the Rotom if I want. I'm not sure how much I rely on this. Okay, you know what? I actually do rely on this quite a lot against the... I rely on this quite a lot against the Zeraora. So, Vaporeon against my Rotom. I don't really want to get Toxic, but I can go into Rotom here relatively freely. Or I could just go into Serp. Celesteela is designed to take on the Latios and the Tapu Lele. I think it's more likely I'm going to be clicking Mega Horn in a late game scenario here, rather than close combat, but we'll see. So I can go Serp. Serp will take, like, next to nothing. I don't want to take a Toxic on Serp, though. I'd rather take a Toxic on my Rotom. So I'll go into Rotom here, and I'm just going to click Toxic. So okay, so that's a fine play on his end, honestly. And I'm just going to go for the Toxic here myself. And it brings in the Latios. Okay, so that's fine. Not a huge issue. He's probably going to regret switching into the Toxic there on the Latios, but... he was probably predicting a Volt Switch, I guess. I don't know why he would want a Volt Switch on me there, but why he would want to go into Latios and a Volt Switch necessarily. I don't want to deal with this, so I'm just gonna go hard into my Celesteela here. He has a Calm Mindset. Alright, so because he hasn't shown a move, I feel like he's going to be Gigavolt Havoc, so I'm just gonna click Protect. He does have the Thunderbolt. It's not necessarily Gigavolt Havoc. I figured he might have been Thunder if he wanted to go Gigavolt Havoc, but he does have the Thunderbolt. I'm considering just doubling into my Pilliswine here, which is, I think, what I'm going to do on another T-Bolt. Okay, Recover, actually. Interesting play. Interesting play. I'm going to go back into my Celesteela now. As it's Devastating Drake. Okay, so that's really good info, is that it's Devastating Drake. I'm just going to Protect again here. Okay, so it is Zeraora that actually comes in, so I'll go into Pilliswine now. Again, the Latios is weakened, and we've scouted the Zemu, so he does get the knockoff. Alright, well, that's really bad. That's really pretty... That's, like, honestly, like, really bad. I guess at least we can scout off the knockoff damage. It's not Life Orb. We know it's not Z-Move. Let's just put Adamant Orb on it. So 13.1 to 15.6. I'm playing this a little bit fast, and I probably shouldn't be. But without my Eviolite, do I live a hit? I still live a close combat comfortably, so I'm actually just going to go for the rocks. He has Superpower, which is really interesting. I don't know about Superpower over close combat. But I'll just go for the Earthquake now, I guess. My rocks are up. How does he have Superpower? Vape comes in. Superpower over close combat, I don't understand. I really don't get that very much, but I'll just go into Rotom here. He's going to throw up the Wish. Okay. So I feel like he's going to try and pass that into Lottie, so I'm actually going to Volt Switch. Oh, he just stayed in. I'll Toxic again then. Okay, so we got a Toxic on the Vape, which is great. And then if the Lottie wants to do it, I'll just Volt Switch now. So in comes the Lottie, that's fine. I could have Hydroed. I guess it really doesn't matter. Hydro wouldn't have killed this anyways, but he'll get a bunch of HP back. I can go into my Serp and just sub. I'll outspeed this thing now that we know that it's a Calm Mindset anyways. He doesn't really have much for sub Serp. He's going to have to, like, break my sub here with a Draco. Okay, so he breaks my sub with the Draco. I'm not sure what he's going to do against another sub, though. I kind of just get a sub up in front of this Latios. -2 Draco. Is that breaking my sub? -2 Draco will break my sub. Okay, so he goes Zera. Very interesting play, very interesting play. Knockoff superpower. He's lefties Zera Aura, so I should probably consider clicking Leech Seed here, but Zera Aura. Go bulk up lefty set, but it's got superpower over close combat, which is just good to know. Leaf Storm does a solid chunk to this. I could also just Leech Seed, get a little bit of HP back on my Serp. They're the same accuracy. It's just whether or not I value the chip on Zera Aura more than I value the health on my Superior. I obviously can't glare the Lottie now, and I'd love to glare the Lele and the Infernape, so maybe the recovery of Leech Seed and just having Leech Seed available is better? Or is Leaf Storm better? I think I will just Leaf Storm here. So he does go for the knockoff, that's fine by me. It does 40, so he's probably a little bit bulkier than I expected then. +40 tells me he's probably about that sort of range. +2 should kill him from here, and I can eat the knockoff. The knockoff's really not a problem. He might have like bounce for me, but if he has bounce, I just go hard Rotom, don't I? And then I click Toxic the next turn. So I think I'll actually just claim my kill. Lose my lefties and claim my kill on this. That thing was a problem. But now I give like Scarf and Fernape. Yeah, Scarf and Fernape seems like a pretty decent bring in here. He's probably either going to click the fire move or... I'm not entirely sure what he would want to click here. I feel like he's almost baiting me and that I should just glare. But it does seem like a really obvious Scarfer. I'm going to go Rotom instead. Okay, so it was the U-turn play. 16. Generally Scarf Infernape that runs U-turn. I'm sure it would have killed me from that range, so I didn't really have a problem. Yeah, that's physically offensive Infernape. So I'm really glad that that's not specially offensive Infernape. Because that would have been quite the issue. But I'm actually fine with this. He's either going to recover or click Draco. I think that just going Pilliswine is probably not a bad play, in all honesty. If he Dracos, it's a little bit more of an issue. Celesteela is still around to handle the Lele if that becomes a problem. I do like keeping this around. I kind of want to double into Serp. I really want to double into Serp. I'm going to do it. Yeah, so he recovered. Okay, so I figured he was going to do one of two things, and recover was definitely one of the things that he could have done there. So I will just sub up here, and there's the Draco. That's fine. And now I will go into something. I guess I'll go Zam. And then I'll double out now. As I think that he's probably just going T-Tar now. I will double into something. I'm just going to double into my Heracross now, I think. Wait, is Heracross the play if he doubles into T-Tar? I think Pilliswine's actually the play if he doubles into T-Tar, isn't it? No, is that the play? Selly? No, Heracross is the play. Oh, damn. Okay. Interesting play. I definitely did not expect him to recover there. I guess he's trying to get my Zam for free. So knockoff's not killing here. Megahorn is. It's risking the Megahorn that I'm not... like, ideally I wouldn't risk that. But my team's getting a little bit weakened here, so I'll go for it. Vaporeon comes in. Okay, so I'm not sure how well this is going to take that. Yeah, that that did not take that well at all, actually. I can just go for another Megahorn here. He's probably going to click Protect, if I had to guess. Which just weakens the Vaporeon. Okay, so he actually just gives me the Moxie boost. He's probably going to go into Infernape now. Based on that, I would imagine he's going into Infernape. I still have Ice Shard in the back. Oh, he actually goes Lele. Is this thing Scarfed as well? Why would this thing also be Scarfed? Might be Specs. I mean, Specs is a pretty obvious bring. Maybe he's not Scarf Infernape and maybe he's Scarf this. Seems likely to me that he clicks one of two moves, either Moonblast or Psychic. So there's the Psychic. He gets a crit and it does 20. Really not a big issue. But actually that's really good to see what he's doing to my Celesteela with Psychic. So crit did 20. So this is Scarf Lele. If I had to guess, this is definitely Scarf Lele. I'll just Leech Seed here. In comes the Latios. Not really an issue for me. I could take the hit and kill him here, but I think I'm just going to protect anyways, and I don't really care if he recovers. So he did recover. That's a perfectly valid play. I can still take my kill on this if I really wanted to, but I think instead I'm just going to go double into the Piloswine. So in comes the T-Tar. This thing's a problem, mainly for my Alakazam. I wonder if he'll kill me without my... Without my Violate, will he kill me here? With a Stone Edge? He'd have to be invested to kill me with a Stone Edge. I think I just go for the Earthquake play. Okay, so he is invested. And he killed me with the Edge there. Leads me to believe that I can just go Heracross for free, though. And just click Megahorn again. Like, I don't resist the Stone Edge, but I can take a Stone Edge from T-Tar. Even if it's, like, banded. Yeah, I definitely take that. Megahorn should kill a max HP variant from this range after Rocks. And it's a pretty good play against most things on the team there. So I think I'll just click Megahorn. It'll catch a Latios. It'll do the most to Lele, because Lele could switch into close combat relatively easily. Scarf Lele takes close combat really well, but it dies to a Megahorn for sure. Infernape after Rocks probably doesn't want to take this. If he's running Dual Scarf, I mean, actually does want to take it quite well. Okay, so we kill off the T-Tar there, which means that my Alakazam has a much easier time of things this game. In comes the Lele this time. I don't really see a ton of value in Serp this game. It's not really going to be able to get a Glare off against anything, so I'll just sack off the Serp to the Psychic. That's perfectly okay with me. And I think I'll just be able to get my Celesteela in. And either get another Leech Seed off, or just click Heavy Slam. There's kind of no downside to me just clicking Heavy Slam here. Because I'll catch the Latios coming in, and that'll be a real boon to me as well. I'm curious about what this Infernape said. He actually went hard Infernape. Interesting. I could have clicked EQ there. I chose not to. 34. If he's a Swords Dance set, can he kill my Alakazam at +2? With Mach Punch. No. No, he cannot. So I will just protect, scout it, see what he wants to go for here. It is the Flare Blitz, which gives me my Rotom, I believe. Rotom-Wash. Flare Blitz. I mean, I can't actually switch into it. I can't actually switch into it. I might have to stack something. If he is dual Scarfers, then what's the point in keeping Heracross around? Although, what's the point in keeping Rotom around? Same sort of idea. I think if he's dual Scarf, I lose to Flare Blitz anyways. Right? I don't take it with anything, do I? Heracross? No. Alakazam won't take it either. And this is necessary for the Lele still, I think. Dual Scarfers might have just won him the game. Yeah, I don't take this at all. I should have Earthquaked. I don't know what I was thinking there. I thought that the Latios might come in, but Earthquake was a pretty good play on my part to catch the Infernape switching in. on a Heavy Slam or a Leech Seed, that would have been probably ideal for me to get going off there. If he is Scarfed, he's going to outspeed my Heracross. But I guess we can find out if he's Scarfed, because he might not be Scarfed. He might be like Expert Belt or something, so I'll just go Rotom here. Oh, Lottie. Okay. Hello, Lottie. I'm just going to Volt out on the recover. And I'll go into Heracross. And I'll click Mega Horn. Or do I click Knockoff? Calm Mind, T-Bolt, Draco. Can he kill me with the Draco if I click Knockoff? No, he can't. I'm going to click Knockoff. Alright, so Lottie's, you know, doomed for. I figured the Infernape might switch in there. I probably should have just killed this and not taken the damage, but I really don't think that it matters either way. We'll get the Moxie boost. I'm just going to click Knockoff against whatever wants to come in. It's the Lele. He might expect the Selly this time. Okay, he does not expect the Selly this time. So I'll go into Selly. And this time I'm just going to click Earthquake, because I have really no reason not to. Wait. Do I even need to now? Can't I just click Slam? Actually, if he's Scarf Infernape, he wins. Heavy Slam. How much did I do last time with Heavy Slam? I did 34 last time. It's a bit of a higher roll. He's going to be sitting at 30, though. So it looks like it's a roll in my favor if he's sitting at 30. It's a roll heavily in my favor if he's sitting at 30 for me to kill with Slam. But you know what? I don't really think... Like, this Lele has basically shown itself to be Scarfed, right? And I think he's running dual Scarfers. So there's really no reason for me not to just click Earthquake here. Alright, well, you know what? I think we just won the game with that read. I think the game's over now. Especially with the Spit F boost. I'm not even sure that we need to protect on a Thunderbolt. I know he's going to have something along the lines of like Thunderbolt or Focus Blast. And actually, I don't need to protect on it. I can just click Heavy Slam. So, yep. There it is. There it is. GG, well played. I think he actually misplayed at the end there by going into Latios on that play after the Flare Blitz. I think depending on if he was Scarfed Infernape or not, he probably just beat me. So I'll find out in a second from him if he was Scarfed or not. But we moved to 5-0 plus 12, which is super great. We deny Nacho his first win in the season, which is also great. Really threatening team that he had against me. I'm really surprised that he actually just threw away the T-Tar. But my Megazam didn't look like it was a problem for him to deal with because he had like dual Scarfers anyways, so I guess that kind of dampened things a little bit. I wish my Serp set would have worked a little bit better in terms of getting off a glare against some of his faster Pokemon, because I obviously Toxic the Latios, which I was perfectly okay with. I think Toxicing the Latios is probably better anyways, but getting a glare onto like Lele or Infernape would have been pretty clutch that game. Heracross put in mounds of work. I'm pretty sure it got 3 kills in its debut game, which is super, super good. Piloswine setting up rocks was really important for me. I never really gave him an opportunity to get up his own rocks, and then Celesteela just sat in front of the Lele and the Latios like I planned in prep here. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. That is week 5. In week 6, next week we will take on Necro and the London Lycanrocs. He's been having an interesting season, sort of up and down for the most part. Lunala, it looks like quite a problem for most teams to deal with. So we'll see about the Lunala and how we can handle that next week, and I'll catch you guys for that.